please subscribe and ask your friends to, and PayPal. Now, Joe Oliver, successful businessman, former Minister of Finance in the Harper government. It seems that governments in the Western world now, like Britain, are saying this net zero emission policy is gone because it's hurting, as the Prime Minister of Britain said, we do not need to do this on the backs of working people. Canada says, no. We're still keeping that carbon tax on. We're still raising prices up, even though I've had environmentalists on this show saying we could leave all Canada and not do one thing positive for the environment. Tell me about, from an economic point of view, what this carbon tax is doing to our economy.
Well, the carbon tax is very harmful to the economy, and of course it's exacerbating inflationary pressures. The problem with net zero is that it's going to cost the Canadian economy $2 trillion by 2050, and the world $275 trillion. So it's clearly unaffordable, and frankly the population won't stand for it. So it's actually not going to happen for two reasons. One, it's technologically impossible, given the current state of some of the underdeveloped technologies that they want to use, and the unreliability and the transitory nature of wind and solar. And it's also not going to happen because people simply can't afford the crushing cost that it would impose. And as you said, it would make no difference because Canada only represents 1.5% of global emissions. So if we went back to the Stone Age, it frankly wouldn't delay the increase in the temperature by more than a few minutes, if at all.
I like the way you said it. I really prefer by more than a few minutes. I mean, everybody's against pollution, no question about that. But when you're talking, so you've an elected politician. What's in the mind of this government when they say we aren't going to change? We see governments around the Western world changing because it's hurting their economies. Canada's economy is going to the tank, and this government says, we are still going ahead with this. What's in their mind?
They're increasingly isolated. You mentioned Rishi Sunak. Germany also is backing off, Holland and other European countries, because the cost has become prohibitive and the political backlash is so intense that they simply can't afford it. Our biggest neighbor, United States, if the Republicans score a trifecta, the presidency, the House of Representatives, and the Senate, there's going to be a fundamental change in the attitude towards climate change policy, and then Canada will be truly alone and our policies will become unaffordable. And at that point, reality bites and they're going to have to move.
Probably by that point, we'll have had an election in Canada. Those guys will be gone. Joe Oliver, thank you very much. 3 minutes. Liberties and freedom of speech are under attack in Canada like never before. So let's keep this discussion on the air. PayPal, write a check, and please include your address so I can write a thank you letter to you. And ask your friends, please subscribe. It's important to keep this on the air. And thank you.